Now in its 11th year, the IHC Wrightson calf scheme has raised nearly $5 million for the intellectually handicapped people of this country. Those funds resulted from the sale of more than 25,000 calves donated by New Zealand farmers. The scheme operates on a simple basis. Farmers raise the calves they pledge before the animals are auctioned. Another beauty of the scheme is that the money raised goes back to the local IHC branch. That's local funds for local people. In many ways it seems a perfect scheme, and this is the man who came up with the idea.
So I was always involved with the IHC in Marlborough, and I was a dairy farmer. Now, many people, rugby clubs and people like that, used to come round to me and want a donation, and I really never had any money for donations. I knew all about mortgages and overdrafts and all those sort of things, but I never had any cash in my pocket. But I could always give them a calf. So I thought, you know, surely this thing could be extended into IHC.
So that's exactly what Mick did, and farmers were quick to support the concept.
From a farmer's point of view, what's in it for you?
Just the satisfaction of helping a good cause.
Does it cost you much to do this?
Well, I suppose it does in real terms, but we don't think of it because it doesn't cost us in actual cash terms, which makes it easier to give a substantial donation.
Each year, the calf scheme is launched at the National Agricultural Field Days at Mystery Creek near Hamilton.
Every year since I've been in this, I've heard the stories of doom and gloom. You won't get the calves this year because the dairy farmers are having a bad year. Always hear that. But the dairy farmers, or the farmers in general in New Zealand, I believe are a very caring community, and I believe they've rallied round and they've helped us, you know, to an extent that was beyond our wildest dreams.
And it's not just farmers who support the scheme. Transport operators donate their services when it comes to taking the calves to sale yards for auction. The success of the calf scheme depends very much on the local canvassers. People like Mac and Bernice Fairweather of Nelson, former farmers themselves, who are familiar figures in the local farming community.
Morning, Mac. Good. Oh, yeah, good to see you again.
Each year, Mac and Bernice are supplied with a vehicle, courtesy of a local card, to travel round the district as they canvass for calves. The farmers they call on treat the visit as a social occasion, a chance to chew the fat over those perennial farming subjects, prices and the weather. There's even some gifts for farmers as a gesture of appreciation. Each calf donated receives a special calf scheme ear tag so it can be easily identified. Later, those ear tag numbers go into a travel prize draw which sees 5 scheme supporters win Australian holidays. Calves donated to the scheme in Nelson as a result of Mac and Bernice's efforts are sold at the Brightwater sale yards. It's very much a local event, complete with guest auctioneer.
There's a good line-up of calves here today, ladies and gentlemen. I think you should bid up.
Calves are not the only livestock pledged to the scheme. Some farmers give lambs, fawns and other young farm animals. Local calf scheme conveners liaise closely with Wrightson livestock staff to ensure calves are sold when the market is strong. It's cooperation like that which ensured the 1993 calf scheme reached the long-standing target of 4,000 calves in a year. The scheme is now the second largest fundraiser for IHC behind the National Appeal. Now the target's 5,000 calves, and your donation towards that goal will help intellectually handicapped people in your community.